Imagine a world draped in shadows, a place where the sun rarely shines, and when it does, it only illuminates the stark reality of oppression and fear. The streets are empty, the buildings are crumbling, and the air is thick with a sense of dread. This is not just a figment of imagination, but a possible reality that could have unfolded. The swastika, a symbol of hate, flies over every continent. It is not just a flag, but a representation of a world conquered by tyranny. Imagine seeing this symbol in every corner of the globe, from the bustling streets of New York to the serene landscapes of the Swiss Alps. The swastika's presence is a constant reminder of the darkness that has enveloped the world. This is not a nightmare, it's a chilling possibility, a world where Hitler's Third Reich triumphed. The cities are plastered with propaganda, each poster a testament to the regime's control over every aspect of life. The once vibrant urban centers are now desolate, their spirit crushed under the weight of Nazi ideology. Picture a world where the Allied forces, the last bastion of freedom, crumbled before the Nazi war machine. The battlefields are silent now, but they tell a story of a fierce struggle, a struggle that ended in defeat. The parades of Nazi soldiers are not just displays of power, but celebrations of a world conquered and subjugated. Imagine the despair, the crushing weight of tyranny as Hitler's ideology poisoned the globe. The people are not just oppressed, they are broken, their spirits shattered by the relentless march of fascism. The architecture itself seems to loom over them, a constant reminder of their subjugation. This is the chilling alternate history we must confront, a dystopian reality where every street, every building, every corner of the world is under the watchful eye of Nazi patrols. The sense of fear is palpable, the atmosphere suffocating. A world where Nazi Germany, drunk on its own twisted ideology, reshaped the world in its image. The rules are strict, the punishments severe, and the architecture itself is a testament to the regime's twisted vision. The skyline is dominated by structures that are not just buildings, but symbols of oppression. It's a stark reminder of what might have been, a world where freedom was extinguished and humanity bowed before a dictator. The people are not just living under a regime, they are existing in a state of perpetual fear and submission. The statues of Nazi leaders are not just monuments, they are symbols of a world where hope has been extinguished and the human spirit has been crushed. This is the world we narrowly avoided, a world that serves as a grim reminder of the importance of vigilance and the relentless pursuit of freedom. It is a call to remember the past, to honor those who fought against tyranny, and to ensure that such darkness never again shrouds our world. The beaches of Normandy, June 6, 1944. A day etched in history, but in this alternate timeline, it's a day of crushing defeat. Instead of a triumphant liberation, imagine a bloodbath. The Allied forces, outmaneuvered and outgunned, are decimated on the beaches. The Atlantic Wall holds, the gateway to Europe remains firmly shut. The consequences of this failure are immediate and devastating. Morale plummets. The Allies, exhausted and depleted, are forced to retreat. The hope that D-Day ignited, the promise of liberation, is snuffed out. The Nazi war machine, now unstoppable, turns its attention eastward towards a weakened Soviet Union. With the fall of the Soviet Union, the Nazi grip on Europe tightens. The horrors of the Holocaust, no longer confined to occupied territories, become a horrifying reality across the continent. The Nazi racial hierarchy is ruthlessly enforced. Millions are deemed undesirable and face persecution, enslavement, or extermination. The Nazi thirst for power knows no bounds. Africa, rich in resources, becomes the next target. The Middle East falls. Asia follows. The Nazi Empire, fueled by stolen resources and forced labor, stretches across the globe, an oppressive force crushing all dissent. Section 4. Twisted Science, Dark Triumphs Technology under the Reich. In this chapter, we delve into an alternate history where the technological advancements of Nazi Germany reach unprecedented heights, creating a world both fascinating and terrifying. In this twisted reality, Nazi Germany's technological prowess advances at an alarming rate. The regime's relentless pursuit of power and dominance drives them to push the boundaries of science and technology, resulting in innovations that are both awe-inspiring and horrifying. Fueled by stolen research and the warped minds of scientists forced into service, the Reich develops terrifying new weapons. These scientists, many of whom are coerced or working under extreme duress, contribute to a technological arms race that sees the creation of devices and machinery far beyond their time. jet aircraft rule the skies. These advanced flying machines, equipped with cutting-edge technology, dominate aerial combat and surveillance, ensuring the Reich's supremacy in the air. Advanced submarines prowl the oceans. These underwater vessels, designed with futuristic technology, are capable of unprecedented stealth and firepower, making the seas a dangerous place for any who oppose the regime. The V-2 rocket program, far more advanced, rains terror from the skies. These rockets, now equipped with sophisticated guidance systems and enhanced payloads, become a symbol of the Reich's technological might and its capacity for destruction. But the most chilling advancements are in the field of eugenics and mind control. The regime's obsession with racial purity and control leads to experiments that are both morally and ethically abhorrent. The Nazis, obsessed with creating a master race, twist the science of genetics. They conduct horrific experiments in an attempt to manipulate human DNA, aiming to create a population that fits their twisted ideals of perfection. They develop methods to manipulate the human mind, to suppress dissent, and instill unwavering loyalty. These mind control techniques are used to create a populace that is completely subservient to the regime, erasing any form of resistance or rebellion. The world they create is a dystopian nightmare, a technologically advanced police state where every aspect of life is controlled. Surveillance is omnipresent, and the regime's grip on power is unyielding. In this dark vision of the future, technology is not a tool for progress, but a means of oppression and control. The advancements that could have been used to benefit humanity are instead twisted to serve the malevolent goals of the Reich, creating a world where freedom is a distant memory and fear reigns supreme. Section 5. The Nazi Mind, Education for Indoctrination. Education, once a beacon of knowledge and critical thinking, becomes a tool of indoctrination. The very essence of learning is twisted and manipulated to serve a dark purpose. Instead of fostering curiosity and independent thought, the Nazi regime uses education to mold young minds into obedient followers. Schools are transformed into Nazi academies. These institutions, once places of enlightenment, are now breeding grounds for hatred and intolerance. The curriculum is carefully crafted to instill Nazi values and beliefs, leaving no room for dissent or alternative perspectives. Textbooks are rewritten to glorify Nazi ideology and erase any mention of opposing viewpoints. History is distorted, science is manipulated, and literature is censored. The goal is to create a generation that sees the world through the lens of Nazi propaganda, unable to question or challenge the regime's narrative. Children are taught to worship Hitler as a godlike figure, to embrace violence, and to view anyone outside the Aryan ideal as inferior. The indoctrination is relentless, with every lesson, every activity designed to reinforce the Nazi worldview. The young are encouraged to report on their parents and peers, creating a culture of fear and suspicion. The arts, music, literature, all are corrupted, twisted to serve the Nazi propaganda machine. Independent thought is crushed, creativity is stifled. Artists, musicians, and writers are forced to produce works that glorify the regime and its ideals. Any form of expression that deviates from the Nazi message is banned, and those who resist face severe consequences. The human spirit, starved of freedom and individuality, withers under the oppressive weight of Nazi ideology. The once vibrant and diverse cultural landscape is reduced to a monochrome of conformity and obedience. The impact on the children is profound, as they grow up in an environment devoid of critical thinking, creativity, and compassion. The legacy of this indoctrination is a generation shaped by hatred and intolerance, a stark reminder of the dangers of allowing education to be used as a tool for oppression.